Hi guys, welcome back. As you can see, I have a round, I believe it's a 16-inch round. Get those at Hobby Lobby. And I have put down some blue base coat. The blue is the Artist Loft Flow Blue. It will dry darker than this because I've tested it to see, because I wanted a darker blue. And I'm going to be doing a Dutch blow today, flowers. So I don't have this in my pool, my baby bath, or my baby pool, or my puppy bath. And I went to spin it, and I forgot it was on the thin side, so I have blue everywhere. It's all over my feet, all over my cups. So what I'm going to start with today is an open cup. Oh, before I get started on that, I wanted to tell you guys what I'm using. I've used these before, but I'll show you guys again. They are the Arteza kits that I bought. And this one is the iridescent colors, and there's 10 of them in the box. So I'm using 7 of those today. And I'll tell you the colors as I go, because it just saves on time. And then I'm also using, I bought the mettalics set from Arteza, and they come in little tubes. So you can get probably 2 or 3 uses out of a tube, just depending on what you're doing. For the Dutch flowers, it doesn't take a whole lot of paint because you want them on the thin side. So the greens are all the tube paint. And then the flowers are going to be all of the iridescent colors. And these iridescent paints are a lot like color shift paints. And they also are about the same consistency as a craft paint. So just remember that when you're thinning them down. You don't need to thin them as much. And I did not put any of the glue all in there. I just used the Floetrol and water because they already have something in there that's a binder. So they should be fine on their own. All right, so I'm starting out today with my open cup. I did a little baby one because this canvas isn't very big. So I'm just going to start over here. And hopefully you guys are pretty much in the screen. I've tried to get you as close as I can so you can see what's going on better. And let me tell you the colors as I'm pouring them into my open cup. And this is just a little one of those red, it's a red solo cup. But they're the little tiny, I don't know, shot glass ones. All right, so we're going to start with the Pearl Sea Green. And this one is a little bit on the bluish side. I'm thinking it's going to dry darker. They always do. Don't panic when you mix up your colors if they're a lot lighter than what you expected from the tube. Wait a minute. This is not one of my, I almost messed up. That was one of my flower colors. This is, okay, this is the sea green. Anyhow, they will dry darker, and they will dry to the color that you saw when you first looked at the color from the tube. The Floetrol and the glue all make them lighter in appearance, but those things both dry clear. So it should be fine. All right, and then I'm going to go with the, let's see. Okay, I believe this one is the Pearl Sage Green. I don't have my glasses on, so sorry about that, guys. All right. And then this one is the, I think, Cactus Green, Pearl Cactus Green. I wanted these a little bit on the lighter side, lighter than the blue. And I wanted the blue background even down in the green because I wanted it to look more like the foliage is, you know, kind of in the sky too. Okay, and then my last one is the pastel green, pearl pastel green. And these are all pearl colors. So I'm just going to move that around. These do each have a drop of silicone in them. Just a little bit of silicone. Just lifting that cup up lightly, moving it around. I'm going light, dark, light, dark. Not that any of these are really dark, but just giving it some contrast in the cup. And I want the greens to be kind of in a semicircle, so I want them to follow the shape of the canvas. I can't wait to see what these look like dry, because they're going to have a lot of sparkly to them. And all of the iridescent paints have like a color shift to them, so those should be really pretty too. I did another video this morning, earlier, and I may be putting out 2 videos this week, but only one of them will be numbered and I will put out on the pages. So make sure that you are have your notifications turned on. You sometimes have to go back out and come back in and do it again because they changed things. And so you might not be getting all of my notifications. So just try to do that if you haven't in a while. Because sometimes I post videos and I don't put them on the pouring pages. They only let you do 1 video link a week on most of the pouring pages. I don't know if you guys knew that, but that's why a lot of people, that's why I do 1 video a week. But sometimes, like I said, I will do extra videos and post them. But if you don't have your bell turned on, then you won't see them. So I really like this cactus green. It's really pretty. Okay, I'm just going to go off. Let's give that a little bit of a torch. I'm going to stretch it out a little bit and let it go over the edges. The blue flow acrylic is really pretty. It's a really pretty blue, but it doesn't cover edges very well. So just keep that in mind. You're probably going to have to go back and paint the sides. Oh no. I have my grand puppy over here, Abby. She's a golden doodle. And she's outside the door whining. So I may have to let her in. Or at least open the door so she knows that I'm here and what's going on. Just a minute, Abby. Okay. Got that down. Let me go open that door so I can let her in. So she quits whining. I've never heard her do that before, so strange. What's the matter? Huh? Okay, I'm right here. All right, so we may have dogs in here, who knows? Okay, we got the base down, the bottom open cup. So let's put some flowers in. Get those out of the way. The flower colors that I'm using are, this is a fairy tale blue. Really cool iridescent. It has like a violet iridescent to it. I don't know what they call it. Shady orange. So I don't know if they mean shady, like out of the sun shady, or if they mean, you know, it's a shady character. Who knows? But shady orange. Not sure how well that's going to do on the blue, but I'm hoping for the best. We don't get gray. This is the fiery red, I believe. Doesn't look very red to me. It's more of an orange, like a deep orange. And it's got a pink iridescent. It kind of reminds me of the coral berry in the primary elements. All right, and this one is dreamy lemon yellow. That'll look pretty on the blue if it doesn't go green. Dreamy lemon yellow, and then I believe this is the electric plum. Really pretty, iridescent. And the pink is, oh, it's not pink, it's called glowing peach, but to me it looks pink. What do you guys think? Yeah. So maybe when it dries, it's more, maybe it has like a goldy cast to it, and that's why they named it that. So I think those are the 7 colors I'm using. Oh, the royal purple. That was the one I didn't tell you about. So there's the royal purple, kind of a lilac. So let's get started with the flowers. I think this is kind of shifting. I'm going to make sure I have you guys in. I'm going to be doing the flowers for you upside down. Sorry about that, but it's just better for me to blow them this way. I've tried doing them upside down. It just doesn't work very well. Okay, so let's start with some of the, let's go with the yellow. And we'll do it with some orange. Start over here. Just putting down little puddles. We haven't really decided what kind of flowers these are yet, but to me they're kind of, you know, like snapdragons, or I'm going to put a little bit of the shady orange. Snapdragons, or what was the other one they were saying? I always forget the name of the other flower. I'll think of it in a minute. But you've probably heard me say it in the other videos. Okay, so these paints are all thinned down with Floetrol and water, and you want them like a Dutch pour consistency. You want them on the thin side. Okay. Let's give them a torch. Yeah, really pretty. I do a hard torch, and that just lets the cells, the air bubbles come up through there. A hard torch meaning I get close and really give it to them. I am going to go grab a green from my bottles, because I did not mix one up. I always do that for the stems. So I'm just going to put a little bit in my cup. It's just my regular green. I don't want to use any of the greens that have silicone in them, because it just messes with everything. And then I need a stick though. I had extras over here, but apparently I used them all. All right, grab a popsicle stick. I find that that's my tool of choice for pulling these stems down through. So you're just going to put that in there and drag it down. That green is a little dark. I may have to go grab a lighter one. Let's go all the way down those stems. Do some leafy shapes. All right, I think I want to mix up a little bit of the maybe if I just put it in with the green, one of the lighter ones. Let's go with the, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to mix my, I bought some peridot. Let me mix some peridot in with that. Hooker's green is what I was using because it's just not dark enough. So I'll mix a little bit of that in there. It'll lighten things up. Without being super peridot light. Peridot is by folk art. I'm going to put a little bit more of the Floetrol and water mixture in there. Okay, let's see. That's better. That's showing up much better. Keep forgetting when you're on a dark background, you want to go light. So, all right, that's better. So we'll keep that for our stems. All right, let's go with some of the purples now. I'm gonna do the, I think this is the electric plum. And I think I'm going to put some of the pink in this one. When you're putting your little puddles down, just try to go haphazardly. You know, just makes it look more natural. All right, let's put some of this pink. Well, they say peachy, but I say pinky. I think you can see. Let me back it up just a little bit. Okay. that peachy pink. Really shows up on the blue. I'm really liking this dark blue background. I was thinking about going really dark, but then I changed my mind. And I do go back in and embellish these when they're dry. So I'll add more leaves and more stems. But I just try to get, you know, what I want to look. To be able to drag the paint down through it. So I get those in to begin with. All right, and let's get this torch. I want to go back with this yellow, some of these yellow flowers. I'm not crazy about how the shape of them came out. So I just want to put some more in the top parts of them and blow again. Okie doke. Let's go with some of the blue. And I'm going to put a little bit of the royal purple in there. My turntable is not level, so my greens are coming up, which I don't like. So let's tilt that down again. I might be doing these upside down because I don't want it flowing up that way. Okay. I have paint on my straw. I don't know how many times I've done that. Yep, see, I don't like it when I blow them upside down. Okay. My flowers are going all wonky. Partially from tilting, partially from, I think, the blue. Something's funky with the background blue. So I may have to keep working on these till I get them where I want them. The bottom flowers kind of sometimes get wonky because of the silicone. And I may have left a little bit too much blue. On the surface, so that might be why I'm having trouble with these. Okay, let's make sure there's no paint on my straw. I don't want to be eating paint today. All right, I like that better. You can pull some of the background color down. If the green up top gets too thick, you can just pull some of that blue into them. All right, I want to get some of that, the orange in here. They call it red, but so let's do a little bit of that. Those blue flowers are really pretty, but I think I should have done more of them, so I might have to go back in and do more of those. Put a little bit of the lighter orange on those. Yeah, I have way too much blue down on here still. That's part of the problem. All right. We're going to scrape. I'm not happy with this. I'm going to pause, you guys. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Changed my mind about the bottom. I feel like it needed more green, a darker green to start with the base, because a lot of those pearlescent colors are light. So I could have started the whole video over, but I wanted you guys, I told you all the colors, so that's done in the beginning of the video. And you need to see when things don't go right. It's okay to scrape and start over. And also what happens when your base is too thick and you have too much on there. So that, I'm hoping, is what the problem was. So let's start over. Hopefully I have enough here for my open cup. I'll have to stretch it out a little bit more, but I'll have the green base that's there. So, and that was just a mixture. I didn't have enough of the hooker's green So I just did a mixture of the sap green and phthalo green. So sap green, hooker's green, phthalo green all mixed in together. I may have to mix up some more of this. Not sure if I'm going to have enough. Let's put in, this doesn't have silicone in it, but let's put in a little bit of this, which is the peridot green with the hooker's green. And I'm going to get some of that base green that I have down. It's going to come through too. So. I've done the swipes, but I really have found that I like the open cup the best for the effects that you get. I'm almost out of color, so I'm just over here trying to decide what I'm going to use up. I've got enough of the light ones, and I just need to go off this edge, so I'm almost there. My gloves are sticking. If this comes out, it's going to be a miracle if you guys get to see this, because I don't know. It's been kind of a mess, but sometimes the best things come out of messes, so let's tilt some of that off. Okay. I think I want to put that, where did I go with that? Back over here, because I didn't put any of that peridot in there. And I want to get some of that going on. Okay. All right, let's give that a torch. I also leveled out my canvas, so hopefully we won't be having that tilting problem today. I have a new turntable in my cart, the metal one, so I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and order that one, because this one just isn't super level. It probably has to do with the bowl that I put on the bottom. I want to check my base paint. Okay. let's give it a whirl and see what happens. If these first flowers don't blow nice, then I'll know that I still have too much base paint down there. That was the lemon yellow. I'm going in with the shady orange. Same as last time. Wow, I like that bottom so much better this time. Thought I was probably saving myself a little time, but it doesn't always work out for the best. So I'm going to put a little bit of this green mixture, the bases here. It's a little thick, so I'm not sure how it's going to blow, but okay. Here we go. So much better. Well, let's hope they hold their shape. So much better. I'm tempted just to do these colors for the whole thing. I really like them. Love that yellow on the blue background. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay. Just want to blow that a little bit more. They're sinking in a little bit, but not as bad as last time. Okay. All right. So let's go with some of that, I think I might leave the purple and the pink and the blues out of it and just do the oranges and yellows. Really pretty on that blue background. Now here's the dilemma. Do I go with the yellow or do I go with the lighter orange? Let's try the yellow. Oh, you know what I might do? Oh, since this one is called peach, let's go with the pink. Yeah, I know. I saw it sitting over there. Changed my mind at the last second. Sometimes weird combinations work out well, so we're going to see. Okay, let's go in with that green again. I think I want to thin that green down a little bit. All right. I hope you guys can hear me okay. Sometimes I go into a low, like a whisper. So sorry about that. Sometimes I get so into my thoughts that I don't I forget to talk. Oh, pretty. Those are going to be really pretty with the pink. I'm glad I decided to do that at the last second. Wow, those are really pretty. You can't really see it unless you're in person, but the iridescent in that one. Okay, Tammy Owen, if you're listening and watching, you need to try one of these and show me. It would be fun to see what you would do with this. She has some really beautiful blown flowers that she does. I love watching her videos. Tammy Owen. Okay, I'm so glad I put that pink in there. Let's see what we want to do over here. I think I'm going to go with the shady. And I might put some of that, what is that one called? The electric plum on it. Just because I like the orange and pink together. So I'm thinking the light orange with some of the brighter fuchsia kind of purple might be pretty. Oops, I guess I'm having one down there. So much better on the flowers. I definitely had way too much blue on there, and that was causing the problem. Because when you blow it out, then they come back in too much if you don't have the right base going on. All right, so yeah, let's try a little bit of this electric plum. Something a little crazy. Okay. I wasn't, on the last one too, I wasn't doing my green at the bottom, and I like to do that. It just makes them look more natural when you blow them out. So just a little bit of green at the base. Whoops, that was too much green. Have to work that one into the stems. Trying to stay away from the silicone bottom. The silicone, like I said, makes your flowers look kind of crazy. So yep, really pretty. Hollyhocks, that was the name. I don't know why I always forget that. That's what they told me they look like. So glad I scraped and started over. So much happier. And kind of a happy accident that I decided to change up my colors a little bit too. All right. Very cool. Let me give that a torch. All right. Now the question is, do I want more? Or do I stop with 3? I think I'm going to do a couple little yellow ones down here. This green here, where I'm pointing, right there, does not have silicone in it, so I think I'm going to try some yellow there. Should be fine. Okay. Let's do a little dab of the orange. And this one, when the blue dries, like I said earlier, I think it's going to be darker. So I'm excited to see what that does. I'm sitting here thinking about contemplating dropping in some clouds, but I don't think I want to. On second thought, I think I just like the blue background. All right. And I think I want just a couple over here on the side. And I think I'm going to go with the darker. Just a couple. Just to balance it a little bit, because it's always like my odd numbers. And we have 4. We had 4 going on, so. Yeah, let's do that pink again, because I love that. When I show you this close up, you're going to really see the coolness of these flowers. You can kind of see it, but how they blew out into the blue, they're kind of wispy, and that's cool. I haven't had that before happen with these. So that blue, it must be the blue is reacting differently with my formula, but I like it. It's cool, something different. Just a little bit over there. Okay. I'm going to pull just a little bit of lines through there, just because they're it breaks up those cells a little bit and makes them look more like leaves. You can actually go in and draw leaves in there. And voila, voila. I guess it's not voila, it's voila, but anyhow, I'm going to torch these over here. I feel like we're a little off, like I feel like I might need a few more. I might do a couple more of those flowers, just like branching off of that one, just because I don't feel like it's balanced over there now, because I put those in. So let's go in. Sorry about the long video, guys. You can tune me out if you want at this point. You pretty much have seen what I'm doing. Or you already have tuned out. Okay. I really like this mixture. I'm going to use it more of the peridot with the hooker screen. Just darkens that peridot up a little bit. Okay. Now we're done. Just got to pull those down. Kind of connect them over there a little bit. I might want to put a little bit more of the lighter up there. Okay. All right, guys, there she is. I'm gonna pause you and take you in for a close-up so you can see all this good juiciness that's going on. So hang on. Okay, here we go for the close-up. There's all those juicy cells going on. Oh, let me show you when you do a hard torch and you get those bubbles. See how the bubbles come up? That's because the paint is thin. So see that crazy flower? But I like it. And this one over here too. I love that pink with that orange. So there's some more at the bottom. Interested to see how that dries, because it's more on the blue side. Really pretty area over here. Love that. There's the yellow flowers. They're almost like Dr. Seuss flowers. But these flowers really surprise me when they dry. I'm always amazed by what they look like after they're dry. Oh, here, let me show you up on the wall. This is last week's painting. So that one dried really cool. I'm not crazy about that center on that big flower, but I can work that out. Maybe with some embellishment. And I am going to go get, it's out in the hallway, so I'm going to go get, the week before that, I'm going to go get that one and show you guys too. And I'll attach that to the end of this video. or the beginning. I'm not sure which. So you guys take care. I'll show you this one dried next week. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Okay guys, here is the painting from 2 weeks ago, the one that I had at work. Really happy with how that came out. Dried beautiful. All right. So there's that one. And then this one is from this video, and that's how that one dried. And really pretty metallics, and you can see the kind of the color shift in them, in those paints. And really pretty metallic bottom there. So that is those two. I wanted to show you guys. Sorry about the very long video. Hopefully you fast forwarded through some of it. Take care. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.